but the why is a big factor when it comes to obtaining those goals and what those goals are really important to them. Younger folks, their goals are maybe just to have something. For them it could be to have a sports car, so to print off a picture of it and put it in front of the computer, and they want to have that. Well, younger people are motivated by those material things, where a lot of my clients and folks entering retirement, it's more about what they want to become and what they want to do, which can be a little bit more complicated on setting a budget behind it. But those become and do goals are typically more aligned with folks that are older or in retirement.
So you get somebody who says, that's gee, Wes, that's great, but I can't even think that far ahead. I just want to get to retirement. It's going to be in a few years, and I'm not that creative to think about my goals in a sensory specific way.
Well,
what do you suggest they do?
Well, I mean, you can, a lot of people that are working and have income coming in, they're pretty comfortable. So if you need to start with the mathematical side, that's okay. I'd love to see the goals and understand the goals and really think about what they want to do and become and have. But if they're really not at that point yet, then perhaps we can just look at how much money they're bringing in now while they're working and use a top-down approach and look at, hey, how much income they have coming in from work now, and then deduct some of the things that they're not going to have anymore when they're retired, like 401k contributions, maybe, and their FICA taxes that they're paying now, they won't have when they retire. Perhaps they'll have other expenses that are going to go away when they retire. And then they're left over with a number that they're comfortable with living off of now. Perhaps that's a good place to start. And then perhaps they can budget some of the things that they do want to be doing, like traveling or spending time with grandkids and those other kind of goals that they maybe struggle with originally when we started this conversation.
And that's what I've always respected about you, Wes. You're not like the doctor who the patient comes in, real quick examination, runs them out the door. You're more like the financial doctor that's willing to spend the extra time to ask the tough questions so that people really are motivated, excited about retirement, and they realize how what they're doing today, the sacrifices they're making today, are going to help them achieve those goals. As long as I've known you, you've never taken the easy way out. I respect that.
No, and Dave, in this business, it's important to listen to people. It's important to understand what their wishes, their wants, and their goals are. And unfortunately, I find that in our business, so many advisors or brokers just use kind of cookie cutter solutions, and a lot of times those solutions aren't really the right solution to somebody's situation. Until you really listen and understand what somebody wants and needs and take the time to know the client, then we can properly help them. But David, hey, don't go away. We're going to talk more later in the show. And coming up after the break, we're going to dive into the next 2 questions in our quiz. We're going to talk about Social Security and required distributions. And stay tuned. We'll be right back.
A fiduciary is someone legally obligated to act in your best interest. Doctors, lawyers, and some financial advisors are fiduciaries, but not all. When you work with Wes Wood and his team at Wood Financial Group, you are working with fiduciaries. They help clients create customized investment portfolios based off their retirement goals. If you're ready to work with a fiduciary, visit retiretv.com and schedule a free, no-obligation conversation with Wes or a Wood Financial Group advisor.
Hi, I'm Wesley Wood, host of the Retirement Income Show, and I'm founder and president of Wood Financial Group. And we're a local independent financial services company that specializes in creating custom retirement solutions tailored to meet your particular needs.
Visit retiretv.com to learn how we can help you create a customized retirement portfolio.